Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let me first say a big thank you to the IBBC for organising today's conference, and to Baroness Nicholson and Christophe Michel in particular for my invitation to speak alongside such distinguished guests. It is truly a pleasure. The theme today of economic growth and diversification could not be more appropriate for these times. We meet when it feels like the tides of global economic order are shifting. The priorities of some of our biggest trading partners are changing. And so it's poignant that we come together today and celebrate the deep ties between the UK and Iraq and look to build on this ever-deepening relationship so we can collectively explore new growth opportunities. This relationship has led to UK Export Finance supporting some exciting projects in Iraq, some of which I'll talk about shortly. But first, let me share a little bit more about UKEF and our mission. Economic growth is one of the government's core missions, and UKEF is playing an important role in helping to drive that. We are a ministerial government department and the UK's export credit agency. We were, in fact, the world's first export credit agency, established in 1919, a long time ago, but not as long ago as this fine building. We aim to ensure that finance is not a barrier for UK exporters. We do that by complementing the private sector, not by competing with it. And we help exporters win contracts, fulfill orders, and get paid. By supporting exporters of all sizes, across all sectors across the country, we play a big part in driving growth in UK exports and international trade. In our last financial year that's been where we published the data, 2023 to 2024, we supported £8.8 billion worth of financing of UK exports to overseas markets. And while we haven't finalised our most recent financial year, I can say that it will be significantly better than that, a great achievement, but much more to come. You may have seen in the media the government's recent response package to the tariff environment, the Chancellor's announcement of a £20 billion uplift in UK export financing capability, taking our available support now to £80 billion. This significant backing underscores the importance of export credit, particularly during times of economic uncertainty. We're a part of an extensive network of export credit agencies around the world. In fact, just 2 weeks ago, I had the pleasure of hosting my G7 counterparts here in London. Our theme of global challenges and shared solutions captured the very similar spirit of today's event. And I think collaboration is key to make sure that we seize these opportunities. In uncertain times, UKEF and other export credit agencies look to provide certainty, to contribute to economic growth, and play a vital role in bridging financing gaps, ensuring that complex infrastructure projects and supporting energy transition happen every day. Our team of country heads are based in the British embassies around the globe. They're focusing on seeking out exciting new opportunities that will support local communities while fulfilling the order books of British companies here, helping deliver expertise in Iraq. We currently have over £1 billion of financing available to support new projects in Iraq, projects that typically have the backing of the Iraqi Ministry of Finance, as well as the involvement of British exporters. We can work with commercial lenders to unlock long-term financing for Iraqi government priority projects where British businesses form part of the supply chain. These projects have and will continue to generate benefits both for the UK economy and for the Iraqi people. For example, earlier this year in January, we announced a £31 million facility to Iraq's Ministry of Interior to purchase over 60 British-made firefighting vehicles. Frequent outbreaks of fire in Iraq, particularly during the summer months, can cause devastating effects to businesses, communities, and key infrastructure. Ayrshire-based Emergency One and Badley-based Angloco will supply the game-changing vehicles, with each having the capacity to carry 6,000 litres of water and 500 litres of foam. Emergency One, the UK's leading manufacturer of fire and rescue vehicles, supplies over 90% of the UK's fire and rescue services and continues to grow its network overseas. Angloco, a well-established SME, exports to over 70 countries worldwide. Both companies bring significant expertise and innovation to this contract, further strengthening their impact in the Gulf region. We're talking about water. Another major deal comes to mind. Back in 2023, a UKEF guarantee helped to secure £226 million in financing for the Iraqi government to develop over 350 kilometres of drainage infrastructure, as well as 15 stormwater and wastewater lifting stations near Hilla City in the densely populated Al-Hilal district. Upon completion, the network is expected to process up to 20 million cubic meters of water each year, bringing clean water to 25,000 households and improved sanitation to hundreds of thousands of people. The drainage network and water treatment systems will also reduce the local risk of diseases from poor sanitation and flooding from stormwater and the nearby river. The transaction is expected to support over £100 million in UK exports, which make up almost half of the total project value. Great news for supply chains. Together, these two infrastructure projects will make a huge impact on the lives of tens of thousands of people in Iraq, and I think that is really something worth celebrating. Yes, UKEF directly supports projects in Iraq to help boost mutual exports and growth, but we also see Iraq's wider economic success having a longer-term impact on communities back here in the UK. For example, Rosehill Polymers, a British manufacturer of high-performance polymer systems using recycled rubber. Their solutions are widely used across sectors such as highways, rail, energy, sport, security infrastructure. We issued a general export facility to Rosehill, and in part, because of this financing, the company has now expanded its export markets from 52 to over 60 countries and opened a second factory. Last year, Rosehill used the new financing to break into 9 new export markets, including Iraq and Saudi Arabia. With around 100 staff, including in-house chemists and technical specialists, Rosehill continues to invest in skills through apprenticeships and university placements, ensuring a strong foundation for the future. I've mentioned a few real-life examples of UKEF support in action, but as far as we're concerned, this is just the beginning. We want to do more business in Iraq, and as I've mentioned, expert British businesses are lined up and ready to lend their services. The message was very much reinforced during the state visit of the Iraqi Prime Minister to the UK in January. A memorandum of cooperation was signed to boost private sector investment and financing in Iraq, supported by UKEF, particularly in core sectors like critical energy, water, telecoms, and defense infrastructure, to secure future investment projects in clean energy, pharmaceutical, logistics, and the financial services sector. The bottom line is this: trade and investment between our two countries is only a good thing, and there is lots to celebrate. It's the wind in our sails, driving us towards a more prosperous and a more equitable future for both the buyers and the sellers. I'm genuinely excited for what the future holds, and UKEF is proud to help play its part in helping to secure economic prosperity between the UK and Iraq. Thank you.